Good morning, cubies and newbies. Hi, I am Sunshine, and I'm the creator of the ABCube method, and I'm here to play with the toys today. During the weekdays, I walk it through step by step. Mondays, I do the corners, which leaves this done, and Tuesdays, I do the opposite edges, and I followed through with this one because it was small, for the side edges as well. So that's this done. Alright, so these other ones, oh, this one I didn't do. I'll have to finish that one. Alright, so, how's everybody today? You guys all having fun? Doug's not here. I'm waiting to hear how his competition went over the weekend. Alright, so, we're going to do the corners first, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that on this just to get caught up. So, corners. Everything has the corners, and they're all solved the same way, so we start with the corners. Corners, first thing to do is bring an active color to the top. I start with yellow, and all my yellow is on the top here, and that's where I stopped. The next step, after you bring your color to the top, is to check the sides, the other two colors on that cube. Now, when we're doing the corners, we don't pay attention to the sides, to the edges or the middle, and that's because we're not going to be moving them around. If they're solved, they'll stay solved. If they're not solved, they'll stay not solved. So when you look at the other two colors on the corners, green does not equal orange, blue equals blue. What happens at this point in time, one of three things has to occur when your color is on top on the corners. Either the sides all match, or none of them match, or one of them matches. You'll never have two sides match and not the third. It just doesn't happen. So, when two of them match, we're going to face those away from you, and the next step is to do formula B. And when we're working on the corners, that's the top row and two columns. In this case, the columns are the left and right columns. Every other move is horizontal, and it's a reverse of what it was previously. So the first step, we move the slide first up, slide second up, slide first down, slide second down, and this one stayed the same, and these all moved places, so I'm going to use formula A to twist the color back to the top, and when I do, all sides will match. Out, down, in, up. Okay. Once the yellow's on top, slide it to the top row to keep it safe and get it out of the way, and keep going. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. And the blue is there. Slide the top to keep going. Out, down, in, up. Out, down, in, up. Now there were shorter ways to do that, but because we did that this way, the bottom has not changed, which if that's already solved, that's what you want. So, first four corners are correct to each other. They go down. Sorry for the recap here. Second four corners are white. We start with one in the top front right corner that is not twisted correctly, and we work on that. Formula A switches these two corners and flips them as it does so. So, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. White's on top. I don't look at the bottom yet because it's still in action. Rotate the top out of the way, rotate the top out of the way again. This one needs to be flipped. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. And these, blue equals blue, orange equals orange. The second four are correct to each other. And the first four are still correct to each other. So, rotate the top by 1/4 turns until the top and bottom are correct to each other. And now all eight four corners are correct to each other. So that was step one. That was what we did on Monday. And then after you've trained your eyes to see yellow and white, we're going to keep looking for the yellow and white. So we hold the cube so that yellow and white are on left and right, opposite each other, and formula B is now going to take a piece from the middle area and throw it to the outside. The two columns for the formula B change depending on what you're working on. The cube you're working on dictates what those two cubes are. For example, if I'm working on this yellow and green piece, it's yellow, it's in the middle, so I'm going to work on it. I remove the corners so that they match the front color, which this already does, and then my active color is yellow. So yellow is either this way or this way, determine which way it's going to go. And then, so where this piece is going to end up is on this row, and where it begins is this row. So these are the two columns. Start by moving away from the action. Up, up, down, down, and this cube is placed. And we keep doing that for anything that is white or yellow in the middle. Bring the corners to match the front color. It's going in this direction. These two both want to be placed, so let's see if I can bring another piece in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's the place I want wants to go there. I can't find it, but I can treat this as one piece now without putting anything in where it doesn't want to be. So away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, we keep looking for yellow and white. There's a red. It already matches the corners. Uh-oh. Hey, uh-oh. My sticker, advantage of non-stickered cubes. There we go. Okay, so which side is it going to? Not going to the white, it's going to the yellow, so it's going this direction. So this is my first up, this is my second up. And this is the cube that's going to be displaced. So, up, up, down, down. That is placed. Keep looking for whites or yellows that are on top. Okay. Bring the corners to match the front color. Determine its direction. It's this way. All three of these want to be displaced. So I'm going to throw some garbage pieces in there and treat this as one piece so that I get all these out here into the middle where I can work with them. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, here's a whole bunch of yellow and whites. They're on front and I want them to be on top, so I flip the cube, but I'm keeping the yellow and white left and right. Okay, so here is a blue and white. Corners match the front. White is this direction now. So I move, this is my first cube, this row, this is my second row because I'm applying it to this cube. So away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Now what you want to know is that in doing these to the edges, the center is not affected, and so I can do the centers first, or I can do them last, or anywhere in between. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which order you go. I go outside in, corners, edges, centers, but you can do this any direction. But I don't. You'll notice I'm not saying no. Where is my other? Where is my other blue and white piece? I don't pair them up. When you do that, you're a percentage more likely to get a parity than if you. And it takes time looking for the piece as opposed to just picking a piece that's wrong and throwing it in its direction. And so I don't spend time looking for a specific piece. I just pick a cube, throw it where it goes. There's red and white. Make the red match the front color. It's going in this direction. This piece can stand to be moved, so I'll put a blank piece there that I can move in there. And I'm going to treat these as one piece. So away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And then I just keep looking in these center rows for anything white or yellow. And then I just keep placing them one at a time, and they match themselves up. So it's going in this direction. So away, up, in, second up, away down, in, second down, or so. Pick another white that's in the middle. Bring the corners to match. Corners match the front color. It's going in this direction. All of these cubes can stand to be moved, so I'm going to put some garbage pieces and move all these at the same time. Up, up, down, down. Okay, here is a yellow and orange. Yellow and white are left and right. Match the front color, match the corners to the front color. Determine which direction and move it away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And this is just getting this cube caught up to the 4x4 here. White on yellow and white are left and right. Match the front corners to the front color. Lather, rinse, repeat. More of the same. It's just the same thing over and over again. So since you're just doing Formula B, it's real easy to remember Formula B because you only have to remember these two formulas, and you don't have to remember when to use what, because the cube dictates. Corners match the front color. It's going in this direction. Away, up, in, up, which you'll see places at. Away, down, in, down. Okay. Here's some more yellows and blue. Bring the corners to the front. They're going in this direction. I can do both of them. I'm going to do both of them. Away, up, in. These are both a second up because they both want to be placed. Away, down, in, down. Here's another yellow. Match the corners to the front. It's going in this direction. This piece wants to move as well, so I'll move both of those. Up, up, down, down, etc. Here's a white. Corners match the front. Hi, if you've just joined me, I am Sunshine, and I am I'm demonstrating the ABCube method for solving Rubik's Cubes. I thought I'm getting caught up on the 4x4 because I wasn't part of what I did for the others. Today's Wednesday, so on Wednesday I'm working on opposite edges, or side edges, but I've got to finish these opposite edges first. Okay. All right, so white's on top, active colors on top, white, orange, bring the corners to match the front. Let's go determine which direction, which is over here to this side. Move it away, first up being where it wants to land, in, second up being where the cube began, and then reverse down, and the cube is placed. Here's some yellows. They're on front instead of on top, so I flipped the cube. Yellow and white are still left and right, doesn't matter which orientation. And we pick one cube to work on. Move the corners together to match the front color and determine its direction, which is this side. So away, first up, back, second up, away, down, back, second down. And the cube itself dictates which the columns are, because based on whatever you do, that moves three specific pieces. So yellow's on top. Bring the corners to match the front. It's going in this direction. Away, first up, back, second up, and you'll see that it's placed. Reverse down, reverse down. If you're speeding, the second piece the second down can be taken away, but I'm demonstrating that it's all 8 moves And when you do all 8 moves, it doesn't move anything except for what you want. So yellow's on top, orange is front. Move the corners to match the front color. It's going in this direction, so away, first up, back, second up, away, first down, back, second down. This cube is placed. Here's another yellow, da 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 da. Bring the corners to match the front color. Determine its direction. 8 moves, up, back, up, away, down, back, down. Looking for yellow and white still. Here's some more. Corner already matches. It's going in this direction. Away, up, back, up. See? Away, down, back, down. Another red, or another white, sorry. Bring the corners to match the front color. And it's going in this direction. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Yellow or white, looking for yellow or whites. Ignoring the middles, just looking for yellow and whites. There are none, so I'd look to see if I'm done. Red, green, orange. These ones are complete. And these ones are complete. Now is a good time for me to place my center. I could have done that before I did the edges, but then I couldn't show you how to do it. This piece wants to be up here. The piece that's there is orange, so these pieces are going to move around. This piece wants to be up here, so I move it away. I move the space down. I move the piece into the space, and the piece in the space back up. And it's placed. So now corners we did the corners, that's solved. We did the edges, that's solved. Now we've got the opposite edges are done. So we've got boxes on 2 sides. Now we're going to, now that that's done, we're going to do the same move to place the side edges and do that. White goes down, boom. White goes down, boom. It's going to be down for the rest of this, rest of the edges. And we're going to displace one piece at a time, or one or more pieces at a time, but I'm only going to go to the halfway mark here so that I'm forcing, if there is a parity, I'm forcing it to be on the same row. So these pieces are not correct. I'm going to displace them with one of these pieces. That's going to put it to the top where I can work on it. And this piece that I'm displacing will find its way back to the top again as I place the other pieces. So with white down, away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And now we're ignoring everything that the white's on the bottom. On the top is mostly, we're ignoring everything that's already been resolved, and we're looking only for the piece that doesn't have the yellow on it. And that's the piece that we're going to place in the sides. So, front color is red, move the whole cube until the corners match. And then it's green goes in this direction. So, formula B, away, up, in, second up, away, down, in, second down. Look at the piece that does not have yellow on it. Hold the top, move the corners, move the cube so that the corners match the front. It goes in this direction, so away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Another piece has appeared on top I can work with. It already matches the front corners. It's going in the red direction, so away, up, in, second up, away, down, in, second down. And the white edges are there to remind me which cube I was working on. If you're working on a large piece like this, or a 7x or a 10, whatever you're working on, your ups are going to give you a visual clue with that white there as to which column you're working on. Okay, so yellow's on top, blue is the front color, matches the corners already. It's going in this direction. away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. That's placed. New thing to play with is this piece right here. Move the cube until the corners match the front. It's going in the orange direction. So away, first up, back, second up, away, down, back, second down. All right, looking for another thing that doesn't have yellow. Here we've got green matches the corners. It's going in the orange direction. So away, first up, back, second up, away, down, back, second down. Gives me another piece to work with. Corners already match. It's going in this direction. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. We keep doing that until the yellow comes back to the top. Set the top and look at it. These corners are correct. These edges, sorry, I know words, I just don't use them right. Correct, 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 and the top is correct, so we're ready to move on. The yellow will always come back to the top. It'll either come back correctly, or it will come back with a parity, which is anytime you have two pieces on the same layer that need to be switched with the other, whether it's this piece and this piece, so that these two look like a single flipped piece. You only got that because you paired them up and incorrectly. You can't tell if it's incorrect. I mean, you can't tell until all of them are placed whether you have a parity or not. So either whether it's these two or across from each other or on the other sides, it doesn't matter. Whenever there's two and only two, there's always three. There's never two. So the third piece is the one you can't see, which is the invisible center. Okay, move that invisible center 1/4 turn. So if this piece wants to be here, this piece wants to be here, and all the others are correct, then 1/4 turn will make one of them correct. Doesn't matter which 1/4 turn you do. One of them will be correct, and then three of them will not be, and those can be placed, and your parity has just disappeared. Parities always disappear with 1/4 turn. So you don't have to memorize one or more algorithms that have only one use. You just have to, and that's why I do outside in, it's because then the parity will always show up on the edges, and if you solve the edges first, it's going to show up on the corners, but it's still the same problem. It's 1/4 turn off, and then you're going to have to reset the edges. So doing that 1/4 turn is the only exception to these formulas. Don't scramble anything. They only work with three pieces that you're working with. So when you have to do that 1/4 turn, it will alter the centers on that slice, and so you'll have to do those again, which is why I do centers last. Okay, so now I am again, today is, so yellow and white are left and right, they're done, and we did the side edges as well, and the yellow came back with no parity, but we're not afraid of parities. Okay, white is down. We're working on the side edges now. I am going to line up my center because I have one. Don't have one on odd number cubes do. If you don't line up your center, if it's 1/4 turn off, you'll have a parity. If it's 2/4 turns off, you will not, because that's how things work. All right, so I can either go one at a time, which is how or I can go up to the middle, but not beyond. That way, if there is a parity, I'm forcing it to show up opposite each other on the same row. So these pieces are incorrect. I'm going to displace them and work on them. So up, I go up through the middle, but not beyond. Down, down. I didn't have to go up through the middle. I could have done just one row at a time, but the larger pieces, when you're more comfortable with the cube and cannot get distracted, for example. All right, so red front color's red. Actually, this one color's blue, so we'll work with this one first. It's going to the red direction this way. So this is the cube that I'm working on. It's going to end up somewhere on this side. So this is my first column, this is my second column. And I start by moving away from where it wants to be. So away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And again, my white edge is there to keep me honest. This one's placed. This piece, hold the top, rotate the cube until the corners match the front. Going in the blue direction, so this way, away, first up, back, second up, away, first down, back, second down. That is placed, and we're looking for not yellows on the yellow face. And here's one. Corners match the front color. It's going in the green direction. Away, up, in, second up, away, down, back, second down. Okay, here's another not yellow. Already matches the front. It's going in the blue direction. Away, up, in, second up, away, down, back, second down. These have yellow. Look at the other side. Okay. Here's a red and green. Front color matches the corners. Stick. Thank you. Green is this direction, so I move it away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, that brought my yellow back to the top. Let's keep going with the other yellows. Then we'll check at the sides when we have a chance. Here's another one. Bring the cube to match the corners to the front color. It's going in the blue direction, so away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And that always moves 3 cubes around from here to here, from here to here, and the other one. You don't have to worry about the third piece because it will just, you know it's wrong. Okay, so bring the corners, cube and corners to match the front color. It's going in the red direction, so away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Just keep placing one piece at a time until, okay. Now, my yellow came back to the top, not where it wants to be, which looks like a parity, but it's not. If the rest of the cube were solved, it'd be a parity, but the rest of the cube is not solved. So I'm going to keep displacing this where it can help. So this piece is incorrect. So I'm going to put this piece here and keep going. Or if I, yeah. So away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down, and not yellow. Hold the top. Rotate the cube till the top faces front, till the corners corners match the front. It's going in the blue direction, so this way, away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down, and now we have the green. Rotate the cube so the corners match the front. It's going in the orange direction. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Yellow came back to the top. So again, we check the sides. Okay, this one's not correct. These are. This one's not. These are. Okay, so we have two, and only 2 that want to be switched. So what do we know? That's parity. And so 1/4 turn will fix that parity. Now I'm going to displace this incorrect piece. Okay, and this time that quarter turn undid the parity. So when I finish this, it will be solved. So it's blue matches the front. It's going in the red direction, up, up, down, down. Match the corners, going in the orange direction, up, up, down, down. Okay, these two. So this will line up here, keep going. Move the cube so the corners match the front. Determine each direction and move it away up, in, up, away down, in, down. Line it up the corners, going in this direction, up, up, down, down. My yellow came back to the top. Looking again, these are correct, 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 and so my cage is done. So, just a quick overview again. Formula A then brings an active color to the top. If you're working on the corners, it's the bottom and the right. If you're working on the absolute center, you apply it. Then those are the rows. That's the row and column you work on. B does everything else. Moves 3 pieces around, and we work from the outside in, so that when we get to so that we resolve the parities before we work on the centers. Because since a parity is resolved by 1/4 turn, we don't want to focus on the centers until we know that parities are resolved. So that's it. That's what I do. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day or night or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. And corners does the 2x2, edges solves the 3x3 as well, and then we'll do the centers next time. And the thing about the centers, it's also done with the Formula B. Just one, I'll just move one really quickly just to show you. Okay, this is a white. It's not on the white face, it's on the front, but it's not, the white is on top, so I line it up so that this will come up with something that wants to come down. I want the orange to be the one it's lined up with. So there's my line up. Then this piece is there's going to be an up and up and a down and a down. So we go up, rotate the top so that this is in a different column. If I go this way, it's the same column. That's not going to work. So I have to go this way. So I went up, slide to a different column, and then this is my second column, up, and then reverse. My edges give me the clue, and I go back down, reverse, back down, set the top, and this white piece went there, and the orange piece came down. And that is, I'm going to do more of that tomorrow. So I am done for this morning. I meet here weekday mornings, just for theoretically about a half an hour, and I just go through one step each day. And then on Friday evenings and Saturdays, I'm here to play and teach. So bring me your friends, chat with me, tell me how you're doing, tell me what you have planned for the day. I love to chat more than I love to monologue, but most of all, I love to teach. So bring me your friends who don't know how to do the cube, and we will play with them together. All right, anyone? All right, I will be back here tomorrow morning then. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Bye.